Sheriff, switching gears here into something that honestly, it's uncomfortable, but it's in the news and it's something I think it has to be addressed, and you're the one that's probably the best one to address it. In the wake of this Uvalde shooting, obviously this horrific shooting in Texas, all these school kids are dead. We now have all these articles and now video to back up the articles today that make it look like the cops, whatever law enforcement agencies were there, were holding parents back and standing outside with long guns in their hands while kids were dying inside. Sheriff, I wasn't there. I haven't been a cop since I was briefly one in the Marines. So you were the sheriff. Please tell me what I'm seeing is not what I'm seeing, because I don't know how this is defensible.
I'm not going to tell you your eyes are lying, but first of all, I want to preface my statement with this, as I always do. I don't want to get out ahead of the investigation. I don't have all of the facts. I have bits and pieces like you and everybody else, and I'll wait until the final picture emerges at the end. But we can make some early observations. And from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, highly problematic. Look, I understand these situations are chaotic. It's pure pandemonium. But one of the problems that I have with the way law enforcement officers train is that we train in these very sterile environments where everything is in order, you have time on your side, and then you get into the battlefield in a situation like this, where it's, all heck breaks loose. You don't have time to huddle. You don't have time to gather information. It's go time. And when you hear those shots, you have to breach that property and neutralize whoever may be shooting on the inside. That is what is supposed to go on. But what's supposed to go on and what actually does in real life, sometimes it doesn't match up.
Okay, Sheriff, and again, I guess we don't have to make it about this individual incident, but is there some protocol I don't know about or some policy I don't know about that would cause law enforcement to stand outside while shooting's going on inside? I'm genuinely asking, is there some policy I'm not aware of? Because all the cops I know tell me exactly what you just said. When there's a shooting inside, you grab your weapon and you run towards the action. That's what all of them have told me. Is there something else new out there I'm not aware of?
No, that's why I said it's go time. Look, we'll have to find out from these officers why they did what they did. I always, hold off until we hear from the officers. Maybe they had information that we don't have. And I don't make excuses for this. I said, and I'm going to repeat it. This was highly problematic if what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing actually happened. No, there's no written protocol. There's no policy. A lot of this in law enforcement is instinctive, for heaven's sakes, based on what you're presented with at that time. And that's why you can't draw up a policy or a procedure, because you don't know what information or what's going on is going to be going on at that time that the officers arrive. So I'll just caution everybody, I understand, highly problematic, but let's hold off. Let's find out why they did what they did. And then you know what? The chief of that agency and those officers should be held accountable. They're going to have to be held accountable.
Jesse Kelly Breaks History, Vladimir Lenin, a new First TV exclusive special hosted by Jesse Kelly. Visit thefirsttv.com or download the First TV app to subscribe and start watching today.